Hey, what up, guys? So I talked about doing channeling, and channeling like Greek gods, but I'm actually, I don't know, I've just been in communication with a lot of them, and I'm gonna hold off for now because I'm finding out a lot about how not all of the gods are there to assist you. You know, some of them are kind of like I said before, obviously with like Anubis, that's kind of like an obvious one. I'm not talking about Apollo, but I'm talking about one one in particular. But yeah, I'm just working on getting really clear, and my meditations have been going really well, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of Kundalini and clearing out. And today I found out, or recently I've like been using this technique of kind of making a halo behind myself, and it really puts me into the present moment, has been clearing me out. Um, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. Just, yeah, I'm gonna wait on the channeling. I'm still getting clear messages and stuff, but they told me only to do it between 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning, and that's when channeling is the best. But I'm still like, I still have trouble getting up at like 5:30 like I'm supposed to. But it'll come soon. Yeah, so this halo technique that I'm talking about is like if you look, actually, if you look at Shiva right there, he has this golden orb around his head right here. And if you look at pretty much every deity in history, you know, they're usually, I mean, in like portraits and stuff, like Christ is always depicted, or like in those stained glass images of Christ and all like the archangels and stuff. They're all depicted with like a halo, you know, like this big source of light above my head right now. And yeah, I'm it's basically just the energy of the sun, and uh being able to observe from the standpoint of that light, you know, the light of awareness, you know. And I've talked about in other videos, like if you meditate and reach that certain state where you start feeling the consciousness and the awareness of like source, and in like the actual space and air around you, you know, if you start feeling that, then you can really start to play with energy and play with that God consciousness field, you know, around you, you know. And once you start doing that, you can hold it certain places and activate your chakras that are outside of your body. You know, like you have supposedly you have 12. You know, 7 in your body, 1 in the ground, and then what would that be, like 4 more above you? And once you activate those, I think that the highest one is the golden one. And once you activate that, you're connecting with the energy of the sun, I believe. And you can control it and make that a part of your vessel, you know, and that's what gives you that halo. And what it is like you become the observer. It's like almost like you're holding that space, you're feeling the space above you, above your head, and you're looking down at the back of your head, or from like the top down, even like the top down. Yes, it's actually just a light behind me and not my halo. But yeah, you're kind of observing, and like when you're having thoughts, you look at those thoughts using that space behind you, and it kind of creates that halo, and it really like incinerates those thoughts. If you can keep doing it over and over and over again, it makes those thought patterns and those thought knots and stuff weaker and weaker every time. And obviously, like you can blend it with other stuff like love, you know, and like if you can mix holding that space, or like feeling all of these chakras above your head, and also feeling the one in the ground, but also feeling inside of your body at the same time, like Eckhart Tolle says, like feeling inside of your body is like one of the best ways to stay present, you know. And that's what I've always said is the name of the game is staying present, and that's how you reach like a state of enlightenment, or a state of being, a state of presence. And but if you're activating these chakras that are outside of your body and connecting with that divine source light, then it just makes things go along a lot faster, and can clear your vessel out and put you into, after practice, put you into a state where you're just in a blissful state living, you know. And yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to think. Feeling like above you, looking at the back of your head, or looking at the top of your head down, and like looking at those thoughts that are happening when you're stuck in a thought pattern loop. Just go outside of your body, look down, but also start feeling that light. Like if you could imagine that you have like your light body almost goes outside of your body, and then you're looking at your head with your eyes. And like I like to picture that light shining through my eyes, kind of like Superman with like laser beams coming out of his eyes. But yeah, it worked really well. And then once I started mixing that feeling with feeling inside of my body is when I really started to clear stuff out a lot. But I mean, all of this really stemmed from sitting under my pyramid, obviously, and actually doing like a lot of Kriya yoga, because I was getting really jumbled up, and I wasn't meditating enough. But once I got my pyramid, and you can see there's Orgonite. I'm actually building a website right now to sell. There's my Orgonite charging plate, my tarot deck, and there's an Orgonite at the top of my pyramid too. But yeah, I put those pillows on top of it, and I sit on top of it, and like having the combination of that pyramid with the Orgonite, and then doing Kriya yoga, and like doing the Kriya yoga and moving my energy up and down my spine, and then going outside, and then hitting the top of that pyramid where my top chakras are at, and then bringing it back down and doing that for an extended period of time. It's been so cleansing and healing, and it just makes my my emotions so much better. And yeah, and connecting with the energy of the sun recently, like, you know, in pretty much every pantheon there is, the sun deity is one of the most powerful, and that's like our sun is those deities, you know. And the energy and consciousness of that being, that sun deity, is real. And if you can connect with that, which I did, which in those channeling videos I was talking about Apollo, but I've actually been connecting with Odin, and Odin is a sun deity as well. But yeah, I connected with him, and he's been helping me by increasing my vibration and inserting a lot of cosmic energy and golden light, you know, the golden aura. And but to sustain that, you have to be in that consciousness state. And yeah, also listening too, it's kind of hard to do all of this at the same time, but I think once I practice it, I'll be able to. But yeah, like holding space in those higher chakras, feeling that space above you while feeling inside of your body, and feeling in the inside of the ground, and holding love and listening at the same time is like, that's how you beat everything instantly, you know. Like that's like the magnitude of that energy. Like that's how you fully produce it and embrace it, and shed that light on everyone else, and give those light codes to people, you know. And if you're holding that kind of energy, and spreading that kind of light, everybody that you come in contact with is going to get some sort of download or upgrade from you, you know, like it doesn't have to be an ET. Like we're the ones that are becoming these bridges for this higher dimensional energy to come down through us and into the ground and spread into the area surrounding us, you know. So yeah, guys, that technique, seriously, I mean, I know I've talked about holding it here, but I really think now that the true way to do it is holding that energy up here and holding that love and stuff. And I actually did Kundalini yoga today and did some breath work while doing that technique. And afterwards they were like, that was literally the best one you've ever done, like that, because like, I mean, I could feel the energy come up, but it felt so clean this time and strong. And like they say that silence is golden, you know, and that's how you illuminate the golden aura out of your vessel. And yeah, so do all that, guys, and you'll be golden in no time. Peace.